Well, they call him Mr. Glass for a reason, and he is now hurt yet again and could be missing the game this week. We're going to be talking about Nick Sirianni's press conference. First look at Tank Bigsby, Zadarius Smith, a lot more rolling on this offense, and Patullo better put his big boy pants on this week because it's about to get real serious around here. Let's get into it.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Hope everyone is doing well. So, big week 2 coming up, a Super Bowl rematch against the Kansas City Chiefs, and a lot of Eagles news. Now, the first thing I kind of want to talk about is Dallas Goedert, Mr. Glass himself, that can't stay healthy. And from some of the reports coming out, it says that Dallas Goedert has a knee sprain that has his status for Kansas City up in the air per league sources. Team will see how he progresses this week. It is not believed to be a long-term injury that will keep him sidelined for long, if that at all. Goedert has a team-high 7 catches in week 1. Okay, this is the reason why Goedert doesn't have a big extension right now. Okay, Goedert signed the 1-year deal where we thought we were going to lose him this past offseason, but he's missing 4 to 6 games every single year. This game against the Chiefs, obviously we want to win this. There's no playoff repercussions, okay, when you face the Chiefs, especially an AFC team or a game that it doesn't really matter, and I don't want to just, throw Dallas Goedert into a game if he's not 100% healthy and he's not going to do everything for us, and it will be a big loss for the offense. I haven't heard Calcaterra's name this past off-season program. I haven't heard his name like once or twice, barely even that. Calcaterra's been used to taking over Dallas Goedert's spot the last few years, so putting him in the game, I guess the Eagles hopefully won't miss a beat, but I would rather have Dallas Goedert rest this week and have him for an NFC conference matchup than playing this game where it's not really going to matter too much. I don't want to deal with Dallas Goedert having lingering injuries where he's never healthy for a game and he's just playing just enough. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, Nick Sirianni had some things to say about Tank Bigsby, and he said, we see a vision for the player, how we can use them, and the things that he could do, and the skill set that he has. We really like the player and the things that he could do. He's a really good runner and so excited to add depth to this room. Now, we found out, I think yesterday, I want to make sure there was a confirmation on it that, Will Shipley was at practice the other day, but he wasn't dressed. He's got a serious rib injury. He's supposed to be out like 6 to 11 weeks, which really sucks. So I don't know when he actually got hurt in that Dallas game. It could have been special teams mostly. I don't know. But missing him for that long really made the Eagles go out and go get a running back like Tank Bigsby, giving up a couple late-round picks. And he was at practice. He was doing kick returns. And he's at the starting point of the week as of right now where he can kind of get used to the offense, get some reps into that offense. And I think Tank is going to do a lot of damage as a number 2 back in Philadelphia, especially since he's got a lot of starting experience. He's been in a rotation before, and the experience is going to help. And behind this line, he might be really good. Now we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, ProfitX. ProfitX is a peer-to-peer sports prediction market where users play against each other instead of a sports book versus the house. You will almost always get the best price on any spread, money line, total, and player props, since you're playing against other people rather than the book. Every touchdown, every moment creates a live market you control. Buy in when you're confident, cash out when the momentum flips. It's like trading stocks, but for sports. Profit Exchange runs over 40 states, and you must be at legal age to do so. This isn't your old sportsbook. This is the number 1 sportsbook. The action moves fast, and so can you. Real-time, player-driven, and built for fans who see the game before it happens. So let's dive into the ProfitX market on the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, the Eagles are sitting at plus 700 to win the Super Bowl, and yes, we're talking about this after one game. So the real question is, do you believe in Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and this revamped defense enough to go all in at plus 700 and stay right there, or do I go a little bit further than that? I think I'm going to stay, and I think I'm going to let the number 1 sportsbook and ProfitX take care of the rest for me to help me make the better decision. If you think you've got the vision, ProfitX, the number 1 sports book, the number 1 place for sports, is here. I want to thank my Eagle fans, my supporters. Use promo code SHAKE72. You can get up to $200 cash back over your first 30 days. Every play you make, ProfitX gives you money back for playing on their platform, up to $200. Link in the description. Make sure you go to your app store and download the ProfitX app and use that promo code SHAKES 72. I want to thank Profit X for sponsoring this piece of content, and I will see you guys on the next one. Go Birds. We actually got a first look at Zadarius Smith as well, obviously to bolster our edge rushing group. Jalen Carter coming back this week. Jordan Davis playing good. Josh Uche was the highest rated edge rusher in week 1 of the entire NFL last week. I mean, there's a lot of good things rolling on this D-line right now. I really hope this doesn't turn into a Robert Quinn situation where we're looking at his sack numbers for last year and then he does nothing for the Eagles, and I really hope that's not going to be the case because we really need Zadarius Smith. Veteran presence will help produce some of the other guys like Jalix Hunt, and Nolan Smith better turn up this week. The Eagles are still making roster moves, so the Eagles have waived defensive lineman Gabe Hall from the active roster, released running back Montrell Johnson from the practice squad. They signed center guard Jake Majors to the practice squad. Now, signing another center guard is an interesting one because Landon Dickerson actually was at practice the other day, which was good. So I don't know if he was limited or he was a full go, but it said that he practiced. So that's a good sign. I know we've been looking very closely at Landon Dickerson, and obviously the meniscus seems to be okay. Now this lingering back issue is starting to go on, and fully healthy. You had a couple extra days of rest. It was a mini bye week for the Eagles since they had their game on Thursday night. So got to keep a close eye on Landon Dickerson, and hopefully he'll be okay. So Nick talked about the offense in general, and this is where I'm going to worry about the offense because I'm telling you right now, Kevin Patullo needs to step his game up. Because I didn't really like his press conference the other day where he was pretty much like, oh yeah, I blame the execution more than my play calling. Okay, you're up 4 points in the fourth quarter. Loaded box, run Saquon Barkley off the middle. Don't run him off tackle. Jalen Hurts has nobody to throw to when he gets to the sideline. I mean, there's just some things that are just not making sense to me. This is what Nick had to say about it. He says, now, do we have a ton of things to clean up? Yes. Do we always want to get the ball to AJ and Devontae? Yes. Because we know our pass game goes as they go. QB Jalen Hurts, tight end Dallas Goedert, running back Saquon Barkley, AJ Devontae. But it was good to be able to see wide receiver Jahan Dotson get some great attempts and opportunities that he took advantage of. All that does is build confidence in the group when Jalen is making the plays that he did, and it forces the defense to have to cover the entire field. I totally agree with that, and I'm really glad that Jahan Dotson and Jalen Hurts have this trust factor now. This is a contract year for Jahan Dotson, waiting to get big money next year, so I'm expecting Jahan to get more targets than he did last year, no doubt about it. And because A.J. Brown was not targeted in this game against the Cowboys until the fourth quarter, it's a little alarming to where we thought, is A.J. Brown hurt? What's going on with him? I'm not saying you got to take shots downfield every 2 seconds, but one to Jahan Dotson, and that's it. I mean, felt like Kevin Patullo was playing safe a little bit. And we're going to see the next 3 to 4 weeks what happens, because it really is going to be on him. I better see A.J. Brown more involved. I better see Devontae Smith more involved. I better see middle of the field throws more involved, because dealing with the same thing we dealt early last year. Why are the route concepts really weird where everything is to the outside? Everything is to the hash to the sideline. I don't get that middle of the field. I mean, Dallas wasn't afraid to throw slants at us when a bad corner was on him. I mean, why can't the Eagles do that? We're about to find out Kevin Patullo learned a thing or two with some of these successful OCs that came into the building and really made our offense the way it is. He's really got no excuse being here the last 4 years, okay, and being the counterpiece to the passing game. We're going to find out if he actually had a lot of decision-making within this passing game the last few years, because if he didn't, we're going to find out really quick. I'm giving Kevin Patullo a pass for the next 3 to 4 weeks because realistically, I'm going to nitpick on everything, but, you know, it's going to take this a few weeks. And because Kevin Patullo is a brand new OC, calling plays for the first time, the Cowboys game, that was the first game that a lot of these starters have played together in a game that long in months. So I think there is a lot to take out of it, but we have to be patient. But I'm going to tell you something. Kevin Patullo is going to be put on notice. I'm not even kidding. Once I kind of noticed that there's a big pattern with Kevin Patullo playing it safe, like, it will be called out. We're going to be waiting for that one game where the Eagles dismantle somebody offensively and score 30+ points. And that's the type of game that I'm going to want this year to say that, okay, Kevin Patullo gets it. We're on the right track and we're ready to go. Let me know what you guys think about Kevin Patullo, and are you worried about the direction he's going in? And is really the pressure all on him? Because I didn't like how he was really blaming the execution on a lot of things. But other than that, that's pretty much about it, guys. We'll see about the rest of practice this week. There's a lot of moving pieces, obviously, to this offense and returnees to this defense this week, and I'm very excited about it. I'm expecting a better pass rush this week with Zadarius Smith and Jalen Carter being in the mix. These corners are going to be put to to another test this week, especially for Dory Jackson, where KC is down 2 starting receivers, and you're down to Hollywood Brown, you're down to Juju Smith-Schuster. So this cornerback group, I want to see really how bad they actually are. Or is that pass rush going to make them look really good? And usually it is hand in hand, so I guess we're going to find out. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps out tremendously. Make sure you order 2 more days left for the Shakedown Super Bowl rings. Link in the description. Go order them before they are gone. And I will see you guys on the next one. Shakes what up, files fly. Peace out, guys. Bye.